G'day.
Going on, mate?
Yeah, not too. It's not bad.
Like how it took you a little bit to pick up what was going on.
What do you mean from the chat?
I love
No.
you.
All good.
I've got a cold. I know.
Alright, let's do this update.
Yeah. That's why I haven't called and I haven't had a voice for today. Wait, what? I haven't had I've had no voice for the past.
So I'm guessing we're probably going to do more Eureka.
I've only just gotten my voice back today.
Talking Eureka.
So
Not until
even
I
if
get
was
70.
like, I had it last week and I got it this week.
Not until I get
Because
70
the
game.
castle that we're looking at's just
It's
past
called
Brisbane.
Scholar? Summer?
Scholar.
That's just
Ah, okay. That's fair enough. Just gotta update this.
Unless I jump into an instance and I'm lucky enough to get a position spawn straight away, then I'll get my samurai.
Too, but in the same sense, like, we kind of want it in a castle. If we can't have it on a train, we want it in a castle. And that's, you know.
Should. Over. Excellent.
Yeah, I know. I know, but we got a few years. But, like, I was looking at the. It looks like it's actually.
Well, if we're not
cheaper.
doing
It's about
Eureka,
It's
it
gonna
might
cost
not
us
be
about
on for long then.
$3,000
Might catch up on some
for the whole thing,
sleep.
including photographer and.
Oh, well, we can do Sigma.
Yeah, I know that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
annoying thing. Like all
That's
the
the-
other classes I've looked at to hire
Davey
them
said he'll log in shortly,
is
surely as in
just-
like
just
40 minutes
for
ago.
Either the wedding or the reception is like 3,000.
Didn't
each.
realise the
Whereas
service would
this
back
one
up then.
does 3,000 for everything pretty much. I could even get wandering minstrels, you know, for an extra $300. It's just insane.
I had to bloody get my PC out of a mess today. It was totally fine, and then I started, like, the moment I started streaming Upper Omnia, it just died.
Like, I just was wondering.
I managed to get it back up reasonably fast
I
though,
wanted
but
everyone to come to me.
still
I always
a bit
end up going to other
sketchy.
people for weddings and stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted everyone to come to me, but you're in the castle type thing down here.
I'll invite you in, or you invite me another one. I'm just
Yeah, that's where it
crafting
is.
at the moment
Outside
while I was
Brisbane.
waiting for everyone to get on.
Yeah, that's all good. Let's see, what weekly stuff are we on to?
Ryu is here. Do you want to give me lead? Or do you have Ryu added? By the way, hello.
Hi.
G'day, how's it going?
Yeah, I know, that's... Yeah. My, yeah, I know. My exit,
Let's see.
psychologist was talking
Do
to
some
me about it,
Sigma
and she's
scape,
like,
I think.
I'm like, I'm running out of time to have this,
I have no idea who this
engagement
person is,
party.
but they're waving to me.
She said, why do you want it? And I said, it's a test. And she said, what do you mean it's a test? I said, if he brings her to my engagement party after I asked him not to, I'll know whether or not to invite him.
By the way, how's Laura going? She's
And
still like
that's
crook as a dog.
purely the main reason why I'm still happy.
Yeah, she's getting better. Like,
So-
she's on the phone now, so she's got a voice back
Her
somewhat.
voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you don't have
I
as
don't
many
think so.
retainers as I
If
thought
he's
you did
scared enough to
anymore.
bring her to the engagement party,
No, I've only ever had like 4, because when they brought the service on, that was the maximum you could have. You got the
No, I know.
2 free
But
ones,
that's
and then you could
not-
only
like, I don't
buy
wanna
2
have
extra
to
ones when they
have
first
to
released
ask
it.
my father to leave
So
my
I thought,
wedding.
fuck it, it's gonna be like an extra like $2 or
I'd
$3 a
rather
month.
have
I'll
this
pick them
test
both
to
up.
see whether he's going to
And
respect
then there have been plenty of times where I could
it.
have
Why? He hasn't respected it when I asked him last time. All the time before, all the time.
could have got the extra ones, but I just haven't been bothered, and I've kind of managed.
That doesn't matter.
Like I feel like I've
He
only
asked once.
really been out of
Like, he
space
asked
once I
twice
haven't
once, and
gotten
that was it.
all my
No
things
one
leveled
was
to
done.
max level.
With me, he asks all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and I get guilt tripped and called.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself.
I know, it's just frustrating. I shouldn't have to be the one daughter who gets this kind of treatment because
I'm up for some Sigma Scape. That's for sure. And you can do the healing. I'll be second in heal.
That's
Yeah, right, I
fine.
know. Oh, you can just heal the whole lot by yourself then? No worries.
Whatever.
I'll just be AFK and I'll roll on everything. I'll just be a jerk. Oh, these mats take so long to craft because my macro is like ridiculous. So what's this like new not mount, sorry. What's it called? Thing I look like. Emote.
Oh, the
Mega Flare or something?
yeah, Mega Flare. It's the Bahamut thing. Hold on, let me.
I'm just logging into
one of the
logging out.
One of the YouTubers did a video on it. Someone data mining it. Let me find it and I'll send it to you.
Oh
'Cause
god.
they actually did
It's
the
$9.
well, $9 for you, $12 for me.
Oh, no. That's €9, sorry. It's like
That's the video of what it looks like when you actually use the email.
Then if I invite anybody, I have to have everything else.
€9 for us is probably
And,
like
I probably
$20.
It's $12.
Only glad
I'm on
it's
the
not
log
even
station right now.
adoption.
Yeah, $12 US, right?
I want to invite all the kids, just
So
not her.
that's probably like 15 or 16 for us. Sounds about right.
I want to invite all the
I'm not
kids,
gonna
all
like
the kids.
go out of my way to buy it right away, but it is
She
something that
hasn't
I
gone
plan on
anyone's
getting
agent,
just
she
because it's
doesn't
an
care about
emote and
anyone's,
I
but hey.
have this thing where I want all emotes.
Anyway,
oh, so you're like
I've
Dirge
seen
with
Siobhan
achievements.
but then I can't.
Oh, I don't care about achievements.
Oh,
You know,
don't
we
say
had
that
Lee
here.
on day off, you
No,
know,
no.
Virgil
to
hunt
our
you down.
house.
I care about
Probably the
emotes
same.
and minions
And then,
and glue items.
Yeah,
she
see
wore
that.
it growing the way
See, achievements to me are just another type of pretty picture that I want to collect.
and I just said, I'm done.
That's what it's down to. It's
No, that's
just,
fine. I mean, I like doing achievements that like give me titles or like mounts or stuff like that. but
yeah,
once
like,
I know-
don't worry. I totally get why, and I wish I wasn't that way, but like, I get like a certain
I want
level
to
of
level
like,
up Paladin just so I can get the meat shield title, and then like I'll be done. That's all I want.
I think I have the mate shield.
I know.
I've got all the tank mounts except for the new ones that they brought in Stormblood. I just haven't done those achievements
I
yet.
know.
Because I kept like dipping between
I'm
different
really
tanks,
thinking of them.
so I've got like.
No, you're like
There's just no
you're
other
like
classes.
so excited on
Other
fucking
than
Warrior
one
right
in
now.
Sydney, which is insane.
That's because we're
There's no
Warrior's
other
awesome.
classes Other than one in Sydney.
Like, the only reason why I mained Dark Knight over Warrior in Stormblood to start with was because I found it really fun in PvP, which is what I played a lot of while waiting for Rabon to be fucking fixed. And then by the time it got fixed, I was like level 67 on Dark Knight, so I thought, fuck it, I'll play Dark Knight for a bit.
Yeah,
And
I have
no, they don't
85
have the price.
300
Oh, yeah, for the price.
dungeons I need to get the Battle Bear horn.
where the hell am I up to those?
That's
Let's
only
see.
because at the beginning of Stormblood I made Warrior 3 through the story because DPS queues suck that bad.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, okay, I've never tanked anything before in my life, but guess what?
It's happening.
Yeah, I found one last time that was pretty
Let's go. That's pretty much what happened too. I was like, nope, I'm not dealing with these queues. Sorry. I'll get over my fear of tanking just to avoid waiting like 3 hours to do a dungeon to continue with the story.
it's not that bad. I just find it's easier to blame tanks if something goes wrong.
Oh,
Like,
I had never done anything except DPS up until like right before Stormblood when I started actually using Scholar.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, like
well,
I
I'm
think
good to go.
I think what it comes down to is like with the tank you have some sort of like natural or assumed leadership with being a tank.
Yeah, and I don't like leadership.
Yeah.
So here's the
Yeah,
fun
no.
fact is I actually hate leadership
There is
myself. But
one
what I hate more
really
is
good
poor
class
leadership.
one place
So
where
I would rather
it's,
lead than
it's
watch
Robson.
someone else poorly lead.
It's like it's about an hour from here.
See,
And there's a
I never
hotel
like
across the
where
road
you're
where
supposed to go in
everyone stays.
dungeons. I just
Uh,
followed
there's,
the group. So
Castle down this
my
way.
main problem is I would always get turned around in dungeons. And I'm like, I
there's
don't want to be
a,
the leader and get the whole group lost.
hotel across
And
the
then
road
he's like, where the hell
that
are you
everyone
going?
can stay at. And then
Because that's what would happen.
Harris and I had the
It's
road
like, I don't
in
like
the castle
this.
for the night.
Yeah,
But-
I'll admit there's been like
Yeah, it
a
would be,
couple of
but it's
times
only
where I
garden.
won't
I don't
run
want
certain
garden
things by
anyway. I
myself
want
just because I
to
haven't
decide.
ran it enough
And they don't
to feel comfortable of like, oh yeah, I know where everything
No.
is. So I mean,
And,
I still get it every
like,
now
I
and
don't
then.
know whether if I ask, can we move some
I mean, I
furniture
kind of
around
got
these
over it
rooms and-
because
Essentially,
obviously
if it
I
rains on the day, we have
warrior
no
to
inside option.
the regular story of
And I
Stormblood.
don't like that option. I don't want to
But-
do it, it's not us.
It was difficult for me.
And
wasn't
if we
something
have
that-
downgrade,
I really wanted to do, but I also had to just deal with it because I also didn't want to have to
No.
deal with
Yeah,
DPS
I
queues.
don't want to get married and shit.
I mean, I guess I could have healed because I had both Astrologian and Scholar at level 60, but I was like, nah, taking seems easier
Well, one
than
of the
healing. I'm
insides
gonna
of
tank
brains
instead.
we're covered.
Taking stupidly easy. It's
also,
great.
I want
um,
Like, no, I'll be a tank over a healer, that's fine, I don't care.
I found
I don't
what
want to heal.
Sigmascape are we doing? Are we doing all of them or just particular ones?
Wonderful. 1, 2, 4. Just 3 can suck a 2.
I love that. You have to reiterate 1, 2,
kind of
4.
came into
I
it
didn't
as
say
something
3.
beautiful.
No, we have to do 3 because I need to get as many springs as I can, and
Well, he always
unfortunately
says
3 drop springs.
Well, unfortunately, you're shit out of luck because I'm not doing 3.
That's okay.
Well, then you can just
I'm gonna queue up all of them and see what happens.
Oh, I'm gonna smack you, dude.
E.
Well,
No, queue
I
us
got
up for
party
just-
leader.
Just queue us up for just 3.
Just 3.
Or not.
I ran it like 5 times right before maintenance. Didn't get a single fucking
Okay.
spring.
1, 2, and 4.
well, I
Thank
was
you.
going,
Now I'm
can you check if
going to
there's
my
anything
crafting.
like that, like a manor or a castle kind of thing up that way?
Let's see.
Because I wouldn't mind coming to Cops.
Oh right, I remember why I came over here. I was like, wait, why did I
Oh, that's right.
See, I wouldn't mind the Robson place, but like you said, we'd have to have a car to get there.
Oh,
And then we'd have
oh
to
yeah,
walk
I already
different-
told
like,
you
we
I have
could-
over.
I'm sure you guys have covered that someone would come in
holiday
and we could go
fireworks.
up.
Over what?
But we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have
Holiday
a car.
fireworks.
And
I
we'd
have
to
they
make
have
sure they
this,
could give us
yeah.
an inside option.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She farmed it all night to get 1,013
I
freaking
just wouldn't
fireworks.
start now because we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
There's somewhere towards. There's a castle that's actually out.
Yeah.
Dude, do you have that death park? I just started that.
Castle out that way, but we're avoiding Conroe if possible because of Carly and the family issues. So. Well, Cokie.
I find 2 really boring.
Yeah, 2 is boring.
I find it really easy as a range think it was mainly just because I kept forgetting that that one attack will select random DPS and then chase them.
I actually forget that too, but I'm glad I only come in here as warrior now. Put my
Like,
tank privilege on.
I just avoid the AoE once and then just stand there, and then I die, and I'm like, how did I die? It was bad. I'm horrible at that kind of stuff.
Look at us with our relic weapons.
Oh.
Yeah, mate. Look at
5
us.
criminals.
Yeah, I'm going to get 5 criminals.
Unless you guys want to come down to us.
I got enough materia from the lockboxes, so I didn't need to buy it.
Did you cash them all in?
No, I didn't. That was before they announced the changes that they were making to the lockboxes. I just happened to get enough materia before then.
Because I've just tried 2,000 lockboxes.
Oh, I have 2,233.
Hey dude, how many do you have?
I want crystals.
No.
He loves Aurora.
Actually, what I was attacking you, is it the chick at there? It is.
Yeah, it's the goddess. It's so that, like, hey, off tank, we're going to make sure that you're not bored.
No, I'm the Arthur was like, they used to like, fucking goes, like, this is the one that takes the thing out of the house. And I went, I didn't know it was coming to get cut. And he goes, oh no, and he starts running. I chase after him slowly, like not proper running, but I run after him and get down on the floor and start giving a big hug and then start blowing her after him and start kicking
Small
him.
miracles.
Like,
Fuck
and
you.
then as soon as I let him go, he goes,
Hello.
she's gonna do it again. No, we're practicing. He's so funny. He's so cute.
We just went into Sigma 2.
Pick your favorites.
My mod isn't working.
What's that?
Supposed to make the summoner but glow gold instead of purple.
Oh, no dirt. That's what it was.
Greedy deeds.
It's okay.
I know
It's okay, my tail mod isn't working.
The HD scales.
Yeah, the HD scale for tails. But
Well, my pink scales mod is still working. Which makes me happy.
He's so strong. He's always been very, like, I thought recruiting when I went to stay with her, like, she wanted that he was, I've got a recording of him putting himself up and totally
Right there, mate.
Oh, I'm fine.
nice picture of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Blame Laura.
I'm so pleased with this.
I'll take this one.
And then, I
Champion.
went, it's
Good,
okay.
because I suck at the cannon.
It's pretty easy if everyone just stands on, make sure you feel dirt.
Yeah, I'm putting some cooldowns on. I can.
I feel like he's taking more damage than me, actually.
I probably am, actually.
I want.
No, run away!
Shit. I
other
forgot
lead
that I
was
can
the
round
tactics was out,
in
right?
action.
And he had his head, he came over and threw this silver on his tablet, which was on the layer
Whoa,
of
whoa.
his like, he
Yeah.
put his face
Do
on
you
it.
like that bloody Benny
So I
though?
was just like, you're very clever.
I had Holmgang on for 2 seconds. I was fine. I knew I was gonna dip that low, so I thought I'd Holmgang just in case.
I pressed Benny at the same time that I pressed the action button.
Okay, the tank is the main tank's gonna be super brittle here.
Very young and so
I'll try and cool down to compensate for it.
Come on, Venison on the main tank. Okay.
Alright, I died. I don't have it.
Just let him protect you now.
It needs protect. Some YouTuber is saying that like Yoshi P is talking about possibly taking it away. I don't know if it's true or not, but
What protect?
yeah. Like saying that it doesn't really do a whole lot in terms of like damage mitigation or something like that.
Originally they left it in like after they buffed Protect originally to what it is now. They talked about leaving it in there just because it's a bit of an identity when it comes to, you know, White Mage because they cast Protect.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying, that it's really just like identity or something for healers and like it's not actually necessary.
There used to be a point to it because it used to be Protect, and then White Mages would exclusively get a trait called Pro Shell, which made Protect also give like magic resistance as well as physical resistance. But when they were cleaning up skills and the like, they made it so that Protect is just a cross-class skill now, and it's the same on every healer. I can't see.
Trying to regen mana by not healing.
That'll work.
So like I'll just throw out my bubble and we'll get killed by that.
Yeah, just using the same skills.
It's alright, I've got safe healing if I need it. Holmgang's back up.
I just had to wait for this back up. Oh look. It died.
Yeah, no, it's awful. I tried to do a little bit of dancing and I got dizzy and went, okay, that was a dumb idea, right?
The only thing I need from here is Bolt, and I'm probably not gonna get it with a roll of 35.
You'd be surprised. I got mine yesterday with a roll of, I
Yeah.
think, 46.
I'm going to. How do you like those shoes and that coat?
See, before
How
maintenance,
was the back?
I ran
and then
Mr.
with like a
Biscuit
little
3
like I found a
like
a
5
silver
times
leaf
and got a roll of 93.
brooch that had
Still
gone
didn't get the
inside,
item I needed.
and then I found another cute thing,
Pick
but
up
that's in
Davey,
the jumper
and Davey
and
can
it's
join
so-
in with the
But
fun.
Mhm.
I've been like putting fashion together and watching Korean makeup stuff and like trying to find good products for my skin to get rid of my blackheads and reduce my pore size and stuff.
So we still need 2?
It's all part of the whole trying to make myself feel better.
I don't want to
If
do
you guys
it.
don't want to redo it,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I don't care.
I'll just
Yeah, no,
make
now
more
I even looked into
here.
some courses. I'm debating whether I should do them into Susan.
Oh, I'll take it off for now, but if we
Nan thought I'd be really
clear up everything else, then sure, we'll go back and do it. I really don't mind.
I am okay with this one.
Yeah, and it's only a short course.
This is
I know
the
you
one
are,
that I
buddy.
didn't get to actually try
And
out
I
yet.
reckon I'd
What?
always been really
You've
good
not
at
done
that.
this?
So,
No, as healer.
they've given
Sorry.
Nan
Oh.
sergeants since I was
Oh.
5, 6.
Okay, so
Like, I started
So, but I really
healing
like
these right before maintenance.
okay, so the first thing with healer with this one is you go to your background
Let the tanks
deck
tie.
and you go 100.
it might be at the same campus that Rosie's
I don't have
is,
game sounds on, and I have a migraine.
It's
right
fine,
now,
I'll
so
call
it's like-
everything out.
But it's also
I'm
an
trying
online
not
course,
to
so if I want to
have
learn it, I can go
loud
online and
noises
then do my
when it's killing me.
practicals. Yeah, I can do
It's
my
alright,
practicals.
well as long as you don't
Like,
mind
like,
me.
my notes.
I usually call stuff out just for my sake. Tank Boston.
Give me anti-mad. Right. What are we about? Wait on this.
I'm not moving. Silly ninja. Oh, lame, I have to move.
We don't have it.
We don't have an off tank either.
We actually don't.
Son?
Here it comes.
Warriors are just kind of like the red mage of like tanks. Yeah, they can. Red mages can heal and raise, but they're not healers. Alright. On the right side.
Yeah, this side.
Up time.
So, hey, what are you doing? So when you're sitting hyperdrive, so if you can go time management on them, I'll pick up to the teller.
Well, yeah, she
Bonk.
like,
Knock back, knock back.
I haven't really thought anything about that. Like, I've always thrown out ideas and at the moment this is the best one. I can start using it.
West.
Well, I don't know
Fine,
if
yeah.
government yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I just, I don't
You
want
want benzene?
She'll go, oh, don't worry.
Yes.
West.
Not well again, but I don't want to go.
That person had to move from his ley line to be upset.
Well, I was
West again. I'm loving the lack of moving I need to do right now.
Oh yeah, Harrison's not.
Damn it! It's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay, well, let's get
Whatever you mean.
West again.
Harrison said I'd love to before you get the
Come on, move! I want to do some DPS, son.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I want to.
Sorry, I
talking to
didn't
me?
see you there. Buddy. Do you remember Buddy Bale from Counterpost?
No,
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
realized that. I keep thinking that's really bad.
Look at the pic. Look away, look away. Don't look at that. Look away, it's bad. Heathens. Shield your eyes.
Yeah.
Hide your children. Hide your wives.
So, they said
Oh, look at the pretty picture. Look at the birdie. Oh, let's stand in
that's
it.
what worries us.
Stand in.
There's
So
no
annoying.
Oh, I was gonna trip into the middle, but he's doing my job for me.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's just it. We are still fine. But I think I
I love the prancing, it's the best.
might see you.
It's ripped directly from the Cydia, which is totally fine. Because if you ever
I'm pretty
played
sure the whole damn
Kefka,
bottle's ripped right from the city.
yeah.
So when are we all gonna get together and do
Look
that?
at it. Look at the pretty picture. Look at the birdie.
Not soon enough.
I have lots of things to show you. And I'm definitely, I've realized I'm definitely. It took me 20 years when I realized that all the shit was
I'm pretty sure Davey wants to smack Dawn.
Oh, absolutely. It's like you're reading my diary.
Once again, look at the pretty picture. Don't you fucking use timely teleport. Fucking! You fucking piece of shit! You are the devil! And it's not back.
Oh,
I still can't get over how, you know that glare attack, the actual name of it is Ave Maria. Look away. Avert your eyes. Nothing to see here.
Oh, Maria was the mother of God.
Indolent Will. Oh, that's interesting. It's actually a different attack name depending on what the glare is. So the one you have to stare at is Ave Maria. Yeah. Easy.
amazing. I love that part so much.
Yeah, well, we need to get people together for fucking
Oh,
static.
one
Actually,
of those cranks are mine.
well, I'd
One of
rated
those
everything,
cranks
so whatever.
are mine.
That reminds me. If you remember Professor Hurt, he's kind of looking for a static, and he might. And I don't think he minds being in this time zone to do it.
Oh, cool.
Hey look, that guy has Mega Flare.
What
Davey,
guy?
why do you have Mega Flare?
Because I wanted Mega Flare.
That guy right there. Yep.
Yeah. That's this nerd.
Guy twirling around in the air.
He's no longer a cat boy.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
I have videographic evidence.
Ooh, I finally got a Kafka.
It was not a 24-hour
I have a request, Davey.
Yes, sir.
Can you hand over your coin, please?
Hello, how late?
Okay.
We're doing train then.
I
Yeah.
got
So
cold.
give me a moment.
Oh, just throwing us in there. Throwing you under the bus now.
Harrison had one last week. Yep. That's why I'm calling. We will be here on. We'll get there on the late night train at Friday, and we'll stay Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll go back on the train. Okay.
Was there anything else we wanted to do
I
after
think
getting
it's
some of these
something like
normals out of the way?
30ish, I think. Okay.
Not really.
Yep, and I'll also you know how I said we
I'd
could
like
make a
to
chocolate cake
go
or
back in
something? We should
time
make a
now that the servers are up and log in 3 hours ago.
Why?
Well,
Did you
we're
forget
not
to do
allowed
something?
chocolates.
No, I just
I'm
wish I
allowed
had more
chocolates
time.
'cause
Oh, because of maintenance? Yeah.
me
Yeah.
last time we were up, it's Easter. We gotta have something. You're not allowed to have if we're not allowed chocolates. Carrot cakes
All these people
before
fucking
us.
mega flow.
Well, better.
Couldn't get all my daily or my weeklies done.
Alright, let's see how annoying that is.
Okay. No, but I'm gonna look one up tonight and find a nice healthy good option for us. So,
Pineapple
how
tea.
many? Oh no, they're not
I actually
tradable.
have
No.
them in my
I
cold.
was gonna say, look at how many fireworks I have. They can't be
See,
tradable.
that's what made me think of that. But there was all these chocolate, really deadly, deliciously looking things, and I'm like, man, and I would love to eat that, but neither of us should.
I have over
But
1,000.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
those
decide,
ones aren't
so-
tradable. The Easter ones.
Carrot cake. There was a carrot cake
Stupid.
option. I went, that's a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Hey, you're stealing my macros again.
You can get some carrot cakes that don't have sugar and.
I have so
Alright.
many of those ones.
I actually am trying to like line up the top of the head. There we go.
It's got less. Trust me, it's got a lot.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I legitimately hate that sound effect.
As well as the chocolate.
Oh, no,
Because
so,
what was it? It was the default one that the Gatherer website I was using at the time used to bug me for tears.
I got told it was.
There we go.
I really love the Fly You Fools one.
Oh,
Mechanics
you mean
and Fly You Fools.
I can't
You've
show.
got it for Alliance though.
Yeah, it's for Alliance, yeah. I only ever use that in Labyrinth of the Ancients purely to tell people to get on the fucking platforms. And I do it 20 seconds before end, like, as it's happening.
Davey, this is fun, Savage, by the way.
Yeah, there's no
So what?
railings. Let's go, son, let's go!
Oh, I like how you pop sprint. Just like, so you
I'm not using it for anything else.
It's like having a child with ADD.
It actually is.
Real talk. Real talk. And I'm pretty sure, what's it? Potty or anyone else from my static. No, what are you doing that for? My uptime! My uptime! As I was saying, like, anyone from my old static or anyone that's ever really raided with me, if you like watch any video footage of us like raiding, you'll see like a whole group of people just standing in one place, and then it's just like a lone paladin or warrior just jumping up and down, and we could just be like legitimately explaining, you know, strategy or going over what happened, or just like, you know, waiting for someone to come back from AFK. I am always jumping up and down.
You just like itching to go, mate.
I'm just a fidget. It's just there. Like we rearranged the working desks at work, and now I sit like next to my boss, and he gets really irritated with me because I'm always fidgeting.
Sounds like there's gonna be a new rearrangement real soon.
Hopefully that doesn't involve my entire employment.
We're moving in different directions. I'm staying here. You're going outside. Don't come back.
And here's the door.
I'll give you this laptop. Take this. And if you don't come back, you're done.
This laptop's broken. Yes, and so is your contract. Be gone.
Fly, you fools.
My uptime, bro. It's alright, I'll shake it off. Check that shit out.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying.
Oh yes, I am checking said shit out.
Wow, look at all that shit.
Man, this fight's so cool.
Just like trains.
Fuck, yeah, I love trains. They ain't moving. That's right. Let's go, son. Let's go, go, go.
This is where you pop the sprint, mate.
Yeah, but sprint's back up. Whee!
I always
I
have.
did come in as ninja. Then we have full party.
Oh man, Ninja Tanky.
What is this, 11?
No, I'm not disappointed in it yet.
You know what was worse than ninja tanks?
Samurai DPS.
No, ninja tanks that forgot their tools.
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Whoops. Forgot my fucking...
Every day, brother.
Come on, guys.
Let's go, son. Let's go.
Take reset.
Every time.
Fucking select Phantom Train, please. Thank you.
It's alright, I'll get
Yeah, I'm
free
just
spell
taking.
clear.
That's fine.
You'll live.
No, mate.
Yes, I don't have to move. Crap, I have to move. No, don't move it away, bro. Oh, is that enough? Yes.
Oh shit. I thought it was
Which
You're
one
up.
of you fuckers killed the white mage?
It's more DPS this way.
Mate, it's called trimming the fat.
You're straight. No, when he's DPSing on Warrior, it reminds me of South Park, the thing with oh shit, Dirge, it's all yours. I got hit by a ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I got hit by a ghost. I got knocked into the ghost by the train.
Oh, this is gonna be rough.
But when Dirge is obsessing over DPS, he reminds me of the South Park episode where everyone's looking for some internet. There's more DPS this way, boys! We're heading out west to California, gonna get us some DPS. Hey, I'm back.
I think I'm just gonna stay in the train. I like it a lot. It looks nice.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Fuck this shit out, man.
Yes! Fucking time that.
I didn't time my plunge properly.
Low plunge. 15 yards.
Oh, you are so lucky.
Oh no, it's a big spooky ghost.
This fight is so
box.
And they say on cold winter night you can still hear the ninja. Heal, please.
I need healing.
I need healing. I require healing.
Fuck this shit out, man.
I'm calming the only non-ninja because I'm petty.
I also.
What's new?
only found hard.
Oh, I'm getting a pedal. If no one rolls fucking higher than
I
a
got
90 on
99
that.
on the bolt.
Whoa. Boys, don't roll on the bolt.
I got a 97 on the spring, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I still need one more shaft, so I passed on it, or else I would have had at least one spring.
I didn't get my bolts! Some horrible, wretched creature called Ryuya, and she took it.
I know.
Alright, so are we doing more Sigmascape then?
Ah! I've got 13 minutes, and then after that I'll be gone for about 20 to half an hour.
Alright, what is your preferred?
Whatever. I don't really care as long as I'm gaming. It's not like I'm not getting tomes, you know what I mean?
Alright, Sigmascape,
See,
what
all
are
you
we
have to
missing?
do is spend
What
a
do we
little
want?
bit of time in Eureka, and you'll get.
Like, if you don't decide, I'm just gonna sign us up for a trial or something.
Do it.
Yeah, trials are right. Because then when Davey goes, I can do the rest of my crafting. And get that shit out of the way.
Royal roulette. Not quite the same as check.
Oh wow,
roulette.
someone else with Mega Flare. It's like it's not special anymore.
That's actually part of the reason I got it was because I knew Wrath was going to get it because he's been getting all of the cash shop stuff, and I was like, I know I want it, so I'm gonna ruin it for Wrath.
You just want to get it as soon as possible, just to go like, hey, look, it's not special anymore. Please don't buy it.
I'm a little bummed out that he hasn't logged in already, so that I can't run up to him and be like, hey,
Guys, I have a voice today. Hi.
I fried everybody.
Oh fuck, I'm level 50 paladin. I have like nothing.
Is it the one day I do have a voice that don't respond, or you're just ignoring me?
I can't convey the message for like 3 people at the same time.
Oh. So they all said different things.
Yeah, they all said something along the lines of Laura,
Awesome.
We did.
I'll get those messages on.
Well, if I was to say it all at the same time, that's what it sounded like.
None of us said anything. None of us acknowledged Laura was even there.
Is there someone on there I don't know? Hi, person I don't know. It's nice to meet you.
I am not person, goddammit.
It's one of Scotty's friends. She's already met you, though.
Wait, what?
Everyone knows you, Laura.
Really?
Yes.
Aw, that's nice. Hi, everyone.
Including the Korean child that's trying to steal your identity right now. He's a real doctor that steals
I
identity.
know the Scotty and I know the Davy.
Yeah, I said Ryuya's,
Yeah, is that how I say it?
Ryuya.
Ryuya. Hi, Ryuya.
Real.
Hello.
She said hi.
Yay!
Yeah!
Red!
Numbers, business. Is
Is this working? Yes.
Yes.
Yay! Still not my favorite character. You'd think it would be.
Unikitty.
Unikitty's adorable, but not my favorite character. Spaceman's my favorite. I can build a spaceship!
Hi, my
Charlie
name
Day.
is level 50 Paladin, and I'm stealing hate as a while off tanking.
That's not very nice.
Okay.
Because fucking Savage Blade.
This is the only place where you can actually say I'm stealing hate, and that's a, like, hate is a good thing to have in some
Lol,
cases.
diplomacy.
Good.
I mean,
I have hate, and some people
Double dead.
are actually, that's a good thing. I love Final Fantasy. They make the world a better place. Thank you, Square Enix.
We need to get you back on here.
I know.
Yeah, we
I
do
want
need to
play
get her
so
in here.
bad, but I've been not saying it to you because I know you're gonna try and figure it out.
I'm just gonna buy you a Stormlight key at some point. Just say, join it.
Join us! Join us! Aha! I just saw your name channel.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell.
As gods. As gods.
Now tell me what they all said. You finished killing things.
You can watch my stream.
I don't want to. Well, I do want to
Ooh.
watch your stream, but
Well,
I
that
can't.
Oh,
I didn't finish the sentence.
Right.
It doesn't count.
This unsupported fucking
Love
slag!
you.
What the shit?
right in the penis.
So, how's that migraine going?
I'm sorry. I feel like a bad person now. I'm a bad person, people. I apologize.
You know, Ryu's casually got a fucking migraine going on here, and
oh, don't worry, I turned the volume down.
My
Sorry.
very insincere
I can't hear
apologies.
them.
Yuya has a
It's okay.
migraine at the moment.
She took my
Thankfully-
bolt.
I'm sorry.
thankfully
I'm
my
a terrible
headphones
person for
have a
those
volume
things.
adjuster on them.
I'm a very
And I
loud.
just turned the volume like really far.
Alright, what's next? What's the
So you're
plan?
all kind
No,
of
tell
just
me
like a
what to
whisper
answer.
right now.
I have 7 minutes.
What's next? What's the spine?
Did I just
I
see
have 7
someone
minutes, so we can
else?
either do something or I can jump ship.
Wow.
Okay, well, if we
That's
don't
new.
do something now,
I
you
stole
jump ship.
somebody's Ifrit staff. Once I got it, they were like, nice, dot,
That
dot,
is so
dot.
freaking cool, man. When did that get in?
I was like,
I-
oh, I guess they
So,
wanted that. I just plan on
Cloud,
turning it
yeah.
for seals.
I know that feeling from both perspectives.
I know about
So-
a dinosaur.
Oh
The
my
flying
god.
dinosaur
Somebody
is so
left me in the
bad.
dryer.
Petty because I was farming, I was
Stolen.
farming
dude, you wanted that one for a while, haven't you?
Oh
For the
no.
I haven't seen that one actually.
well, no, it was for the wing.
I'll fix
To
that
make
later.
the nicer weapons. And some asshole joined and kept saying that he needed all the weapons because he planned on one day leveling up each class, and so he needed all of the weapons and he expected everybody to pass, and if they didn't pass he wouldn't roll. So
What a shithead.
I just waited him out. I'm like, nope, I want these weapons. You're not getting them. So we waited like the whole 206 seconds.
Fuck that dude.
Because he wouldn't roll on them, and because he didn't roll, he didn't get him, so I got him. And then right after that, they kicked him because he made us go through that. And I'm like, they were like, "Oh, did you
Why
let
would
him
you
have
not
him?" I'm like,
roll?
"Fuck no."
Oh, that's,
I made him.
Hell
leave
no.
him out, and then I took him.
that just I
I've
just
had to
find
do
it
that in
never
alliances.
works.
I'm not giving in to people like that.
No, fuck no.
Alright. Was there anything you needed done? Cause I got the like I know at least
That's your macro.
nah, there's one I can't show on stream.
What, really? Is it
Yeah,
PPS?
you should have been okay. So there was a period where everyone was doing front lines. You should have been around then. That macro was everywhere. Anyway, I gather Scotty doesn't want to jump straight into Eureka at the moment unless he gets like a guaranteed Pazuzu spawn. So, what's the play here? Is there anything else you want to done, like a roulette or something?
Done all my roulettes.
because otherwise I'm just probably going to jump into Eureka myself.
Here's a macro that I took from I don't know who.
Didn't think of mechanics. I don't know how well that's showing on stream. It's fine actually.
I don't know who Aura took that from, but Aura shared it with me. I'm like, yep, I'm making that one.
Yeah, I'm stealing that. That is quite amusing.
And then there's this one.
Oh, what was... Hold on.
Could you fucking not though?
If you like those kind of ones, can I interest you in this one?
Hang on a sec, let me copy this. Right.
Windows RAID fail. Voulez-vous
I don't
what?
know if this one's actually gonna work, but here. Take this one.
Hey, listen.
I think they get that, yeah. Alright, real talk. Anything? Because I'm about to dip and do Eureka.
I'm not sure. I can probably just craft. Yeah, I'll probably just craft, to be honest. I've got an early one tomorrow, I've got placements.
Fair enough.
So, once it's about 10:30, I'll be getting off. So half an hour of thingo is not worth anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you willing to tailor on Eureka, or you think doing Eureka while on a migraine's not the best antidote?
Well, I mean, I took some drugs a while ago. I'm not sure if they've actually kicked in or not. I can't really tell.
No, so you're totally ready for Eureka then.
It's just Walmart brand stuff.
That's some good shit, right? Sign me the fuck up.
I'm gonna
Good
jump
shit.
out and then...
I'm fine with running Eureka for a bit, though, if you want.
Okay, hold on. But then it means I gotta invite party members. I wanna be lazy.
We're getting like messages a days.
I know they fixed the drop rate of things for the lock boxes, but I'm not sure if I want to open any still.
Yeah, you still need some space. They've
Well,
made
I
like
have a
all
lot of
those.
space. It's not that. It's just like I have all the glamour items. So really,
You
what
just
am I
rather not
opening
spend the
them
rest of your
for?
night going, I feel like just mashing like either X, A, or numpad 0 for like a couple
I mean,
hours.
it's not like they give me crystals or anything. So why exactly am I opening them since I have like literally everything?
I got a cracked cluster from one earlier.
Yeah, cracked clusters, I guess. But I mean, they added potions to the mix, so who knows how many.
I
of
think it's
those
just the
really have to
Eurekan
get.
potion to like the...
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, I have 180 of those. I don't know. I mean, and I have over 2,000 lock boxes now, so it's pretty much just like the crystals.
Square Enix creates a new studio headed up by Final Fantasy XV's director. It's called Luminous Productions.
Fancy.
Actually, that'd be interesting. It might not be a whole lot of people in Eureka, because, maintenance. This will be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Because I just got to the person that take me in there, and there's like one person standing outside of that. I'm like, what? This couldn't have died off like Diadem already. That was quick. Did everyone get their relics like before the patch? So they think they're gonna take it away?
They're gonna make the grind even harder. Not that it was hard to begin with, but I mean, you make it more ridiculous. You have to get to level 40 now. until they make it so that you can exchange more than one animal.
Majestic meow.
What is it? Is that
Alright, where are the people?
a
I will be back.
majestic meow? Bye, Davey. Hello, Bob.
Annoying little ankle biters. I don't like them. They pee all over the house and don't get punished.
Suddenly
for it.
cat girls. Excellent.
Did you jump, Mark? I was literally wondering, oh, did you jump into friggin' Eureka with Dirge? And then you're just right next to me.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to have to invite party.
Alright,
Yeah, I would have been fine, but like I just didn't want to manage a party tonight.
Oh, I don't blame you. I like never actually want to.
I
Yesterday,
mean,
it
I
was
don't
just
mind
me
managing
or
the
my
party,
friend.
but I only like an hour and a bit maybe.
Hey, Dirge, guess what you should spawn?
Fucking Cyclops!
Polly, mate.
Did you see in the patch notes that there was a problem with the
fixed the
drawing
whole
where like it
drawing?
might not? Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had that happen to me before. Like, it didn't happen right away. When it
Yeah.
did happen, it was like...
There was a problem with, you know, the drawing that Polly does.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it would take a moment to kick in, and if that ever happens, you would not have enough time to escape the AoE afterwards. So apparently they fixed that.
Yeah,
Where
right.
is that?
They also fixed the wedding ring, apparently, because it would teleport people off the map. That's in the patch notes, too, where the Eternity Ring would
Yeah.
sometimes teleport people outside the map.
I think I'm actually just want to get to level 17 tonight so I can get the mount.
Good goal.
Yeah, like I only just hit 16, so I think it's like a fair target to aim for. Oh,
I see a
numbers
lot
is
of
up.
Balmung and Gilgamesh players in my instance. I actually see a name I recognize.
Fucking wishes.
The numbers, Mason. Oh fuck. Holy fuck, that thing is melting! Wait for me, guys!
Okay, people are saying the train has become more of a replacement service of senior shuttle. Apparently the train
Just tagged it in time. Holy fuck. You gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Good DPS, mate.
Let's see.
I
Let's
like
open
how-
one box. Let's
Are we
see
doing
what I get.
bears? I
Oh,
guess.
look, materia. Oh, look, a potion.
Tasty Limes joins the party. Excellent. Oh great, now there's gonna be like a bunch of people in here with Mega Flare.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna do Eureka right now. Like, this instance claims that the train has kind of like died. I don't feel like jumping around from instance to instance.
Once I hit level 3, it just doesn't like appeal to me anymore.
I have 18 Pazuzu feathers.
You don't need to do any more positions.
God damn it. Someone asked how long ago since Pazuzu died, but they only asked as Paz, so now there's like a whole bunch of like Metal Gear spoilers all throughout like the chat.
The only Metal Gear game I know is the most quiet.
How far are you until 17?
Sorry?
How far are you until 17?
I only hit
so just down the
16
bottom.
before I jumped out last night.
Right.
So I'm
18,000 in, 16,000 in, sorry.
yeah, well, you can see it on the stream, I guess.
Just, I couldn't find it though, that was the thing.
Oh yeah, that's right, because my HUD's like everywhere. A lot of people hate my HUD apparently.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awful good.
It's practically curated to me playing a tank. So I have like as
Yeah.
much information in the air where my character is. Also, my resolution is really weird. It's 1440 by 900.
Oh, you poor son.
I am running on refurbished 19-inch Dell monitors. And they're the best thing because they haven't fucking died. It's the only thing I bought from Dell that hasn't died on me within the first 2 weeks. In fact, it's probably like the most reliable piece of tech I have at the moment is my monitors.
The monitor I play Final Fantasy on is 1920 by...
Mine's what is it? 2,440 by 1440 or something like that?
Oh yeah, it's a 4K one.
This one's
Oh, it's
supposed to
2K.
be... This one's supposed to be
2K.
touchscreen, but I don't have a touchscreen stuff set up.
So I have a 2K monitor in the middle, which cost me $600, which is actually quite cheap. Not had
Yeah,
one
I
as
was
good as
gonna
it yet.
Because I've looked at the monitor that I'm using, and it's like $349.
Hey,
$45.
Callisto.
And that's American too.
Yeah.
If I had $600, I'd just buy a new computer. I've got all like the peripherals and shit.
My decent gaming computer originally $500, but I got it for
Again, I need to sit here and craft 18 of these fuckers.
$400. I wish I had the motivation to farm for... But I just don't have the motivation to farm it.
Okay.
Same with the
Malboro
Byakuo
next.
Cub.
Excellent.
I got a Byakuo Cub like the second day into the patch, but I gave it to one of my friends.
And now you regret it.
I don't regret it, I just really want one for myself. I just don't really feel like farming for it, and I don't want to
Okay.
buy one, so just kind of
Alright, yeah, I've only ever farmed those dungeons for like relic weapons. Like, I wanted to hurt someone
honest.
doing the Zeta relic. Holy shit.
I'm going to be like farming the crap out of once
Around the Sunken Temple of Quan like fucking 50 times before I got its fucking item.
No, you know what one I want to get is the Morpho.
Oh, I want that one too.
My controller's being
Cora and I both want that one. We've set up farm parties before and only got one to draw. One of the people who joined, like, late got it and then, like, left immediately. And I'm like, wow, you should really try to farm with friends instead.
I helped Davey farm like that Magitech melt from Alamigo. Holy fuck, I got like 3 protein crystals in a row. I know they said something about upping like the chain rewards, but wow, it's actually real. I'm like seeing on chain 4 and I either got really lucky or it's actually happening.
Well, I feel like I might know what part of my surprise is, or I just looked at the purchase history of the Morpho, and his name's at the top of the list. Like right after I told him that one of the menus are
So you getting the Minoa?
I don't know if he plans on giving it to me or what for himself. All I know is yesterday he was talking about making an extremely big deal out of my birthday. And since we're going to be getting married in like 3 days before my birthday, he plans on like buying or getting or giving me some sort of big wedding present too.
Huh. Yeah, Dirge still needs to get married in game, don't you, Dirge?
I do.
I'm currently married.
But I'd rather buy a Steam, like a Stormblood key for
So in game, Dirge is free. You see it.
I'm pretty sure I'll be murdered alive.
Just say you like married Davey.
She actually already says that.
I've only ever been married to friends up to this point.
No fat movable, please. You're gonna take up fucking precious object counts.
You want more fat mobile mounts? I have one. Let me just see if I can join your instance and bug you.
I'm not gonna tell you my instance.
You can't tell me your instance. There's no instance number. I just checked the player list.
I'm gonna quickly change my name.
Hold on a second. Yeah, just gonna change it over quick.
You know you're on my friends list, so I'll be able to see whatever you change it to.
Whoops, deleted my friends list. Like, just all of my friends list.
You also know that the mod or the lodestone takes a while to change those sort of things, so I could just look you up on there and then
Can you
just
stop
favorite the
following
page.
my plans, please?
And once I favorite
Can I
your
just be left
character
alone in
page-
my echo chamber?
Once I favorite your lodestone page, all I have to do is go back to it once it updates.
I also list my fucking lodestone page on my fucking stream page.
What did you?
Yeah, if you click the Final Fantasy XIV banner, it takes you to my lodestone page. Like,
Lol.
I need to like reinstall Photoshop since I reformatted my computer. I need to get a
wow,
whole
mate.
bunch of new graphic assets done. Like nothing over the top, but just something a bit more.
Dude, I see that botanist is still at level 65, mate.
It is. It's only leveling from custom deliveries. I've gotten it from
really?
60 to 65 purely from custom deliveries.
You sound like me with the beast tribes and my level 60 job.
Hey, mobile.
With Red Mage and stuff, I didn't feel like actually. I just waited till Kojin came out, and then just did the Kojin dailies and got it all the way to 65. Just
I still
doing
do
the
it for
dailies.
experience, because Beast Tribe quests are really good when you're in a party and you're waiting for something to fucking happen. Like you're waiting for either people or someone's AFK. You're like, oh, I'll just hit up a couple of these. And that's
You
how
know
I
what
like.
it is? It's when we're waiting for Davey.
Ah, fuck me, you got destroyed.
Yeah, I don't have any level 60 jobs at the moment, or else I would be doing the beast tribes for experience. I just got Aura to max both of the Stormblood beast tribes, much to his dismay.
Oh yeah, I could go do
My bloody math and
you know, can start doing the bath and Vanu.
Oh, you'll never guess where I'm going.
I told Aura that I was gonna make him max
We're
all
going
the
to
tribes,
Polly!
and he was gonna run away.
What was that?
I said I told Aura that I was gonna make him max all of the tribes, and he said he was gonna run away. I keep reminding him that if he runs away or dies, we can't get married. So he quickly changes his mind.
Oh no. Wood, please don't remember. Don't remember, Wood. No, please do not. Now, no remembero el woodo.
El Woodo.
Holy fuck, they got clues like a motherfucker.
Oh, finally, my retainers.
What was that, sorry? You cut out of it then.
Oh, my retainers have been bringing me back items lately, so they finally brought me back.
Hey, it's fucking Monad Veil. Monad
I
Vendetta.
really tempted to play this on friggin' controller at the moment.
People were trying to sell the Animos stuff for like 200k, and then it went down from 250 to 40 to 30 to 100, and now someone's selling it for 2.
I just love farming Polly.
Isn't he the best man ever?
Yeah, it makes me wanna like pray for an aneurysm. Give me fucking
feel
Fafnir,
like
you know?
this
Holy
week-
shit.
Fashion report this week is gonna be so much fun.
Well, what do you need?
And it says Dreams of Skulla, and the chest piece has to be Skulla back, so I assume a chest piece from
The Skull Dungeon.
yeah, and then the pants are mini-me, and then the shoes are in the fold. And then the earring is cute as a button, and the necklace is finally fantastical.
Playing chicken.
Oh well, I'm not going to be able to talk. I'm
It's all
finish
good.
up these crafts and get off. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no
think
worries.
I'm
I'm not
gonna-
exactly interesting at the moment.
I think I'm gonna head out too, just because it's 7:30 in the morning, and I haven't slept since 5 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm kind of becoming my own meal schedule. Aura wakes up at 7:30, so I get to tell him to have a good day, and then I pass out. So, it works. But I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
So be here for around 20. Yeah, that's fine. Like, there's a good chance that I won't be all that interesting purely because Polly still wouldn't have fucking spawned. Holy shit. Then get some sleep replacements. Yeah, sure. It's fine. It's all good. If you ever need my attention, just give my bot a ring.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Everyone else just left, and I'm
Cool.
here farming fucking Polly again.
Shit, I'm sorry.
The thing is, like I got in, and then I was like, oh yeah, did numbers spawn? No worries. Did bear? No worries. Came up, was at Marble for a bit, got that, it's fine. And then they say, let's do Polly. Now here I am, farming Polly. Again. Yeah, that's it. Whenever I mention fucking Eureka, I'm not going to mention it as Eureka. I'm going to mention it as farming Polly.
Dirge, I'd just like you to know that our FC Twitch chat is saying, notice me Dirge Samakun Tantan Chi Senpai.
Samarama Bakuniano. The bot doesn't work in free company chat, unfortunately.
Oh, if only. It's the one place it can't reach.
Scotty demands to be noticed. Hey, protein crystal. But having said that, if there's like any improvements or anything I should actually add to my bot, let me know. Like, I do want to like add more to it, but I'm in like no rush. It's a nice like having a side project that I can sort of do small updates really quickly, because I am still working on like that card game, but I can't, like the iterative process is nowhere near as agile, so I don't feel like you get enough intrinsic value out of it as quickly.
Gotcha.
Whereas like I
Oh,
wrote
cool.
this bot in like a couple of hours, not yesterday, the day before, on Sunday, and it's, you know, it's doing things.
Dirge, I found you.
Yeah, you actually in this instance.
I am. I'm just trying to figure out what class I want to switch to.
Okay. The party I have is full at the moment, but
What are the job classes?
let's see. There's a Dark Knight, Paladin, White Mage, Scholar, and then like a bunch of Red Mages and a Bard.
Oh, that's right. I can send you tells in here. Why did I just do that?
Yeah. I know
you're
it's
not the
weird
party
doing
leader, are
tells
you?
and instances. Yeah, Mo's in here as well. I ran into him. Farming Polly!
Ah, yes.
I am actually getting small amounts of experience in the protein crystals from this thing, so not entirely a waste. But I mean, at this rate, I'm not getting rank 17.
Why did I could have warped with the damn... I keep forgetting that we have 8 threat crystals here.
Yeah, and then you can also mount.
Yeah.
They once said that about Furby. Furbies watch you sleep, while they'll only watch you awake. I don't know what argument he's supporting.
I don't know either.
Damn it, ran out of coffee. Fuck. Basically calling a Lala a shaved Furby. Kill that Plantoid. I don't want Bulbasaur like decking everyone. Oh dear. We've been at Poly for too long again. People are talking in chat and having reasonable conversations. That's not to do with 14 in any capacity. So, what are your plans for Easter? I swear we're missing something when we try to spawn Poly. When Poly does spawn, remind me to check the Eorzean time and see if it came with the weather change.
Okay.
Because it might be like Pazuzu, where you spawn them off race, but like Pazuzu won't actually be up unless it scales. I just feel like we're missing something every time we farm this idiot. yours in time. No, it didn't come with a change, but I just got bonked. No, it's really just lottery. Having said that, I felt like that was like the fastest I've seen him spawn, and I've been here for at least 15 minutes. Out of the beholder. I'm probably not out of that. Oh, I might be. Why did I get decked? Holy crap. Oh, rip, dude.
Holy shit, I buried that.
I've done that once as white mage. It felt really awkward. I legitimately felt like I cheated death. Oh god! Trounce? Is that fucking idiot again? Yeah, it is. It's a fucking plantoid. Murder.
Haha, get tickled.
There is so much bullcrap here! Fuck Polly. Just... It's asked to heal because I can't fucking see shit. Don't know where everyone is. I think some things are happening. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of just random corpses. Hope I res a red mage, I can't tell. I literally just don't know. Yeah, just have a thing you can... There's something excellent. Great. Well, even though I feel like sometimes I'm at like farming zoos just as long, I don't mind zoo. What is the Mono Eye doing here? What's the Dahak doing here as well? Don't pull them away, I'm trying to do damage. Okay, I got decked. Festival all the dark.
This is your fire based, right?
Yeah, you want to be on fire for defense and wind for offense. Personally, you don't get like, at least I'm finding you don't get too much of a damage bonus. Actually, are you in a party at the moment?
I am.
No, okay.
I just got invited.
Alright. Yeah, we just got a slot freed up. Oh well, that's fine. I'll probably randomly raise you anyway. You'll randomly raise me.
Probably. Well, no, I'm on Dark Knight, so.
You could probably still try. Try your hardest. When everyone's dead. Please, please. I'm a harbinger of death, but give me back my friends. I got taken out by a massive Bulbasaur. That's not a way to go, man. Nice toss. We got an 11 player here. I still feel like with Final Fantasy XI I have unfinished business with that game. Like as far as like story goes. Because I didn't finish Wings of the Goddess. And then they've got like the new stories they've got there. Alright, night Scotty. Have a good one.
Good night, Scotty.
Bless you. Speaking of like 11, we've got a Zed. Hey, look.
Ah, nice.
Oh, that's right. This guy's wind.
Alright.
Yeah, he's not like the other ones. 'Cause it's not a zoo. Called Lullaby. Fuck this guy. No, don't put me asleep, you piece of shit! I did. No, go away with this fucking game ready driver. Get the fuck the video. Thought I turned that shit off.
Oh shit, I died.
I know, I saw you. I got you, fam.
Yeah, boy.
I told you I'd get you.
That took no time. What great service.
Damn it. Couldn't you fucking have moved out of that? Sweet. Cast Mega Flare, nothing happens. Okay. Guessing Fafnir. I just heard someone carcass behind me. It shouldn't be amusing.
But it is.
Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of just dead everything over here. Welcome to Fafnir. Here's some corpses. I'm gonna be a hazmat at the same time, I guess. Hey, I'm getting a lot of protein crystals tonight. Like just off chains. Target's not in friggin' range. Yeah, there's another crystal. Not even really high chain. Either that or I'm just not used to like high level grinding. Which could also be the case.
Perhaps.
This Pally's insane, bro. Yeah, they're taking care of fossil dragons. Ugh. Oh, the paladin stepped in my bubble. It's fucking amazing. Such a good feeling. I'm not even a proper healer, and it's a good feeling. The one-time fluid aura is actually legitimately useful. Wow. Fluid aura value.
I feel like Mega Flare will actually be its most useful for letting somebody know, here I am. Like literally as a signal flare.
I got this red mage, please. Bro. Oh god. Got decked. Loading up in fucking radiant crystals.
Get dunked on.
Oh yeah, he got like fucking knocked into last week's patch notes. Yeah, crystals for days, it's pretty awesome. Is on. I'm always worried, like, staring directly at his back.
You're stuck in your ways, old man.
No, you watch. He turns to do his breath, and then right after he does his breath, he'll kick whatever's immediately behind him with a tail swipe, and you'll just see them all fall. Watch. Okay, see everyone's gonna fall. The tail swipe's gonna happen immediately after this, and boom. Goodbye. Like, that's the only real thing you have to watch out for. Oh, see, Dragon Breath, and then the tail swipe immediately after. Doesn't rotate, nothing, just goodbye.
I feel like this is one instance where being a melee grants an advantage. Like
well, I mean, like, you just like go, hey, maybe I just go to melee range. It's a fucking caster. Is it that problematic?
Well, that's what I'm seeing some of these bards and stuff do now.
I think the only thing that really just like donks under level players is just like the Dark Thorns from like either from Fafnir or and there's like another attack as well. Tail swipe, boomf. Oh shit, most of that was my party. Where is that friggin' healer? Did you get like fucking slingshotted? Actually don't know where it is. It's just not... I can't load this fucking idiot for me. Oh my god. Got donked by the fossil dragon. I'm on fucking fire resistance. Oh, I guess like there. Someone died near me. No, that's my other healer. That's my co-healer. Just walked up to him and ah! No, that's not healing. That's not healing. I mean, don't copy me. I'm not an idea candidate. Yes, Ray's the more competent healer that just walked next to me and went, ah! And called it a day. Is send help. Look away, holy fuck! Let's see if we can get some res here. I wasn't watching Fafnir. And the same person raised me again. Oh man.
They are farming you.
They're in my party though.
Oh.
I don't have enough to raise. Whoops. Just better. Running 1 mana. The nightmare is nearly over.
The scars rain down.
Decent experience. I might actually make it to level 17 before the break get off.
Oh, there's Dirgington. Nice.
Over the hazmat, I guess.
I guess I'm just gonna play grass. That's fine.
Ka-ching! Yeah, that cactuar is How many hot boxes do I have? Nearly 700. Don't hit me! It's kind of weird. I just find Eureka very therapeutic.
Yeah, I don't really get that bug by this content.
Maybe I'm just used to doing this for 6 years and it's just a little bit of a nostalgia trip as well as, oh yeah, I enjoy this kind of thing. Just to mellow out and farm something.
I think it's kind of like, it's sort of a proof in concept of one of my points about 11, which is if they brought back 11 but with this UI and control scheme, I'd be a lot more amicable at playing it again.
Well, like I said, I've got like unfinished business with it, but I'm pretty keen to see how the mobile version works out. 'Cause
I'm interested in seeing that, but I'm also interested in seeing them release it for more than just mobile phones.
Right, but I mean, like, at the very least, if it's on mobile, it means you can throw it on like BlueStacks or something and then map keys.
That's
kind of
true.
deal. Run it on a PC, unlock it, get it running on that 60 frames. Because I mean, I've got like Opera Omnia running on that pretty well. Wouldn't you remember
Yeah, I'm thinking
that?
about getting rid of Nox because you've been using BlueStacks, and the last time I tried to run anything on Nox, it didn't work.
Well, I mean, Nox is good because it's nowhere near as like intrusive with the amount of crap around it. Like BlueStacks is horrible. Like it's changed since we last mucked around with it. If it's when I remember it is, like it's trying to do like all these promotions and stuff, and it always like throws like apps on there that you quite clearly didn't install, trying to get you to play them because they're like sponsoring BlueStacks.
Yeah, but Nox does that all the time too, so...
Yeah, well it used to be with BlueStacks, what really pissed me off was that like it wouldn't let you back into playing your own apps unless you actually played the apps it installed.
That, what? Really?
Yeah, well at least that's what my experience was. It's not the case anymore. The only reason why I'm using BlueStacks...
Well, you played with it a lot longer than I did, so...
Yeah. I only played for a little bit, like, when it was possible to get running on, like, Fire Emblem Heroes running on it.
Uh-huh.
And, they've since updated, like, the app not to work with, like, any emulator at all. I think it is possible to get that, but there's like, you've got to do like a lot of work to get it to work, and It's just the amount of time I actually use it on my PC. It's just not worth trying to keep it up to date all the time. But I went with BlueStacks for Dissidia because I think it's just out of the box it works on BlueStacks, whereas like Noctis
That's wild.
doesn't. Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah,
while
when you said that you were running it just fine on BlueStacks, I was a little bit surprised. I thought they must have made quite some progress to be able to do that.
well, it's very, very different these days. But I found out if you want to increase the performance on Opera Omnia on any device, you go into settings and then you turn battery saver off. And then because when you're on battery saver, it locks it to 30 FPS.
Oh! That's actually kind of convenient considering it eats the shit out of my phone battery, but still.
Oh yeah, it already does. But like what I'm saying is like when you go to put it on emulator, make sure you do that because I don't know whether you like have seen me stream it, but it runs
No, I haven't.
really, really nice. I was streaming it earlier tonight, so you'd either check out the VOD for that or I'll just it'll be like whatever recent video comes up on my YouTube channel.
Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube.
Can we get like one like, please? I want smash that like button just once. If I get 2 likes, I'm gonna be disgusted, and all of you think it's a bot. That was my first YouTube comment for that channel. It was, "I love you" from a Russian lady with a YouTube channel that was created only about 5 minutes after it sent the comment.
Great.
I know, it's great.
That's super cool how Future works like that.
Yeah. Either way, like it runs really nice. The only problem I have with Opera Omnia is that it is an absolute pain going between devices. Because, say for example with Brave Exvius, right, it used the face to log in and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if you log on one device and then go log on another, there's no problem with it, right?
Right, right.
Well, for whatever reason, and they've deliberately done this, I think, you can only log into it on one device at a time. So, say for example, I install it and play it on my phone, right, whatever. And then I go to install it and log in on BlueStacks, right? So when you start a fresh game, it'll say, do you want to transfer data? And if you've backed up your data and linked it up with Facebook, using it as like an authentication system like you do in Brave Exvius, you can continue where you left off on BlueStacks. The problem is that it then renders any other device that you had logged in with Opera Omnia, you can't use it until you clear out the cache or data to make it appear like it's another new copy, a new install of Opera Omnia.
Jeez.
So it doesn't bother me too much because I usually just play it on the phone, and then like whenever I feel like streaming it, which I've done like maybe once every like 1 or 2 weeks or something, I just need to remember like before I start it up to clear the data and then go from there. I'm sure there's another way of doing it, like you could create a copy of it, rename the directory, and then trick it that way, just so you don't have to keep re-downloading everything. But it's quicker for me to re-download everything now, so I just don't bother. I'm just lazy, so I just like, yeah, clear the data, don't reinstall the app, just clear the data, and then just go from there. Because
I'm kind of pleased with Opera Omnia. I'm really enjoying playing it, but with the recent shutdown of Kingsight, all it reminds me is that there's a
it'll go
distinct
away.
possibility that Opera Omnia will go the same way.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say because I mean, it's already been out in Japan for like over a year now. And that's generally a good indication. Because I mean, like, ooh, there we go. Because I mean, when you think about it, Brave Exvius has been around for like a while, and it's going really strong. Because I mean, like, they released Cloud, and they practically robbed a couple of people with very poor spending habits.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. I was like, is it permanent or is it just a limited time event? Because if it's a limited time event, I'm not bothering at all. But if he's a permanent edition, then I'll dump some tickets, whatever.
Yeah.
And not a drop, not even a hint of it.
Yeah, it's just too demeaning. Whereas with at least with Opera Omnia, what I've found is like, even if you don't get the weapon for that character, if you get a weapon for a class of that character, it's not too far off the bar. Particularly if it's like a synergy character for one of the co-op events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I really like that. The only problem is,
and what's more, you still get the character. Like,
yeah, you always get the character.
That's my primary drive. That's what keeps me playing, is that I really enjoy the characters. So I actually haven't logged into Brave Exvius in I think a month because
yeah, when you want a quick like RPG fix on your phone, you just go to Opera Omnia. Because the one thing I do like about it is like if there's nothing.
I feel
going
like we're
on,
advertising for it.
well, I do play the game. If anyone,
I know.
If anyone from the community team in Square Enix is listening, hi. I'm interested in this.
I mean, I don't know if anyone can tell if we're fans of Final Fantasy at all.
Hello, Square Enix Joshua, are you listening? I saw you in some other streams earlier.
Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka?
No, he's like a part of the English community teams for X.
I know, but I want
LOL.
Koji Fox or Naoki Yoshida.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
Or,
at the moment...
Masita Soken would be fantastic too. Soken, I love you.
But I mean, at the moment, for people who have been playing the game a lot like myself, the only thing that is available at the moment is like the Tidus co-op event, if you still haven't finished grinding that. Because generally, with the current rate they've been releasing stuff off, something should have been out today, like a new character event. But they're starting to like add a few things out. Because they're keen on catching up to the Japan version, I believe, really quickly, because they've already released like second tier level of weapons. Like you got the 35 unique for Tidus already.
Oh, that reminds me, real quick, quick question. Not to sidetrack us or anything, but
Sure.
I've got a unique item called the Buster Sword NT version.
Yes, yes.
Do you have any idea how to limit break that, since I won't be seeing another one?
Okay, so there's two ways to limit break items. One is obviously to get this one of the same kind. And the other one is if you have another 5-star base weapon, you can sell that and you'll get like a particular type of gem. And if you get 4 of those, you can use that for a single limit break of any item of your choice.
Oh, okay. Because I
So-
have quite a few 5-level weapons, but
For characters
You
you're
know,
not
like-
interested in.
yeah, and then sometimes like I've actually got, I think it was Terra's weapon? No, Saz's weapon.
Yeah, I've gotten a
I-
fair few of them.
Yeah, I've limit broken it, and I'm done with it. So I'd like to, I guess, just like start using them for something useful. I didn't realize that I could sell them and get what I wanted.
Yeah.
For-
Well, what was interesting was like a lot of people. That was a feature they didn't bring into the Japanese server until later.
Is that the same thing with armor? If you get like five-star
No,
pieces of armor?
it's only 5-star weapons, and it is only weapons that start off as 5-star. So, say for example, if you get like a bunch of 4-star weapons and you max limit broke it, which meant that it becomes like a 5-star weapon, you can't then sell that for an armor gem. It has to be.
Oh no! I mean, like if I got like a 5-star draw armor piece, will I be able to sell that?
No. It's only 5-star weapons that'll actually give you those upgrade gems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because with the armor, you can only get 5-star base level armor by trading in those armor tokens. And the only way to get those armor tokens is to get a certain level of cumulative score in the level 70 co-op quests, which is practically for people that are sort of like casual core or like mid core with the game. They want to at least grind those events to at least get all of the armor tokens they provide and then stop, because usually they've got rewards afterwards for people that want to keep going. But
Makes sense.
Why are we here? I haven't found this one before. Is this service? Oh wow, people crafted. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm at a point where I've farmed everything. Wow. No. I raised him and then I died. Because I forgot I'm still on fire. So yeah, like I've done everything to do with Shiva Extreme trials. I've done everything. I've gotten every single armor token they've added to the game. I have almost everything at level 50. But I think the nice thing is that the game isn't nagging me to play it every single day. Like,
yeah.
I play it because like I do enjoy doing like, you know, the cycle quests and, you know, keeping it up to date. But if I miss out on it, it's not like I feel like I'm going to fall behind, regardless of whether I'm properly caught up or not.
Yeah.
Like, even before I only really seriously started getting into Opera Omni in the last 2 weeks, and half of that was because I could not muster the concentration to play anything else while I was sick last week, which gave me time to like actually look at, you know, getting into the game a bit more, and it's not too bad. Like, I feel like I could actually keep this up to date with other games. Or, you know, if I fall behind, it's not going to be the end of the world.
I also like, the only thing it's notified me about is when a new character's coming out. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, you can turn on like notifications for when your SP has refreshed for like those World of Illusions zones.
How many more days do we have on that Shiva thing, by the way? Because I have not got a whole lot of the Shiva stuff.
I think it's like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Have you gotten much done for the Tidus events?
Not really.
Because they do, with all those like character events they usually have in those missions, even if you don't do the co-op ones, if you just get up to like the level 50 ones that you can at least, that let you do solo, you can get 2 5-star character exclusive armor pieces, which is usually quite nice if you're getting into it. With those, you can still do co-op, so I can help you out with those. Because I managed to get at least one unique weapon, like the Brotherhood for Tidus. I'm absolutely loaded on gear for Saz, like, holy fuck. I've gotten like 8 of his 4-star weapons. I've gotten 1 more 5-star weapon, and I will be able to max limit break it. I've gotten so many of his 4-star armor pieces. Oh god.
I really like Zez. That works out for me.
My party is just died. Do you have a spot in your party?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Nico Mimi McFluff's party. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I think the only place that it's really poor at the moment is for hardcore players that only want to play this game. Because right now, the only thing that you can sort of do as far as min-maxing goes is farming artifacts in the 70 co-op for Titus.
Oh, gotcha.
Because what you can do is with those artifacts is you get if you
You think they'll be bringing back events like this though, right?
Yes, they do. So we can tell in the Japanese version what happens is they eventually release a set of dungeons where they do just have those up permanently, and then they add and then they add those characters' weapons permanently to the pool as well.
Okay, I was wondering about that because I didn't get the opportunity to max out Balthier's stuff and all that junk. That was the main reason I was asking about.
Balthier was so much fun. The event and his character. Like I managed to get at least I got one of his 5-star weapons.
Yeah, same. But I really like how he breaks the game as well.
Oh, mate!
Like
you know
when
that
you're able to just steal all the buffs and ruin a boss.
one of the normal co-op quests, right? Like the 60 ones. Actually, you should use this for Shiva because you're fighting like the skeleton dragon. What is really fun with him is when he uses that like ancient power attack where it gives him like 5 buffs.
Yeah.
With Balthier, he just starts stealing all of his buffs. It's so good.
And and then also I've got that aim shot thing or whatever it's called, or great aim.
Yeah, there's snapshot and there's great aim, and they both steal actually.
Yeah, and I love them.
And the weapon really helps for like the rate at which you steal as well.
Now, does it help more once I've got it upgraded and limit broken?
As far as the skill goes, no. Like, it'll give like more attack and bravery and all that kind of stuff. Like it'll increase your stats. But those passive abilities, the only thing that really changes with limit breaking, right, is if you ever max limit break an item completely, right, for the character that has the affinity buff with it, so like say for example with Balthier's weapon, he has like an upgrade to his snatch shot with it. If you max limit break his weapon, you will be able to permanently have access to that buff as long as you equip like that passive, as long as you have the CP to equip it. So
shit, that's cool.
Yeah, so think of Final Fantasy IX. You know how you master equipment.
Yeah.
And when you don't have, if you've got it mastered and then you don't have it equipped, if you've got like the slots, like the capacity slots spare, you can just you can have it without having that piece of gear. I think the only difference is that if you have the piece of equipment that actually has that affinity buff equipped, you don't need to have you don't have to worry about spending CP to equip it because it'll automatically be active as long as you have that piece of equipment on.
That's really neat.
Yeah, because say for example with Cloud's Buster Blade, right? The Buster Blade NT. If you max limit break the 4-star Buster Blade, if you max limit break like the Organix or his other one, I think it's a Crimson Edge. You'll have access to those permanently, those passives.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a risk.
So that's why even though like Titus has his 35 weapon available, the Brotherhood, he still has another 5-star weapon, which is what we originally only thought he was going to get. Fuck me, I was out of that. His level 15, like his 15 CP weapon still has a really good skill that upgrades his quick hit ability. Because the reason why the 35 CP weapon is really good, because his slash skill gets super upgraded. It's normally just a brave hit attack that has a small chance in debuffing the enemy's speed for 5 turns, and it changes it into a brave hit plus a HP hit combo at the end, and then it always debuffs speed and attack and defense. Like it gets supercharged. So it's really like I think the only thing I really don't like about what could possibly happen in the future for like really high level play into City of Armenia is that some characters will rely on their exclusive weapons to be playable in like very high levels. But apparently later on the model for actually buying items gets a bit better, because I've noticed I've really had to like ration out my gems and buying weapons. Like I've got enough for like 2 5,000 gem pulls, but I'm saving them for the next event so I can get possibly some new 5-star weapons for whatever synergy characters are the next one, which I believe is going to be Preach from 11.
Oh, nice!
They're gonna be
I've been
adding
looking forward to
Preach.
her and Noctis. I've been hoping they'd bring her back.
Yeah, Noctis was only just made available on the Japanese server like a month ago, but at least he's coming.
Yeah.
Actually, what's cool is they actually, just after Noctis, they added Aliese from 14 as her Red Mage incarnation.
Oh, damn!
Yeah. Oh fuck, I got eaten by the Blood Scale. Wow, this boss sucks. I haven't actually fought this one.
He's kind of a dick so far.
Yeah, so I'm a bit worried about making sure I get synergy weapons and shit like that. So I'm a bit concerned about that, but at the moment I've not only been pretty fortunate in getting 5-star weapons, but I've also been able to keep everything else up as well. I think the only real lucky thing I've had is I did get at least one Brotherhood quite early on. I haven't gotten another one. I'm trying to, but I'm not worried if I don't.
I've only been lucky enough to get the one.
The one Brotherhood, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like the 30. I think also the 35 CP ones also have like higher attack stats. So if you max out at level 20, not max limit breakout, but if you just like upgraded to the 20 current cap for just only having one, it's much better than only having one or like multiple limit broken level 15 one, I think, like the non-exclusive one. Fuck, I'm dead! That tail blows. Oof.
I believe in you, Bob Owen.
I'm so jazzed that this song from 1.0 came back. Oh man, a mechanic. I can't do this. Oh shit, he's got 3 stacks of damage buff on. That's why he's like hitting like an absolute train. Come on, I gave you a raise, you ninny. And I got donked. We're nearly done this one. But I mean, even if you just like playing it for the story and stuff, it just feels like a nice, like, it feels like an RPG you could buy on Steam for like $10 or something. And it's like quite
And
solid.
honestly, I would if it were on Steam. I'd probably say. I mean, they've got fucking Final Fantasy Mobius on here or on Steam.
Yeah. Alright, that was actually, if I get one more in, that's level 17, I might. I think that's what I'll go for. I'll go for the one more. Razors out everywhere.
Okay.
I think everyone made it out. Don't know where we're going to. But yeah, it's. I think it's probably. It's really nice for a mobile game. It's kind of something I wish was on Vita as well, but obviously the platform isn't really doing too
Took the
well.
words right out of my mouth. I really wish the game was. I said the same thing about King's Knight. Actually, I wish it was on Vita.
There was actually a small handful of like free to play mobile like games on the Vita, like oh fuck, what was the one I played? And I managed to get like all the things before it shut down. Oh, I can't remember. Like it was. You were unlocking territory, and your starting base was where you were geographically on the world, and it had a whole bunch of like spirits based on like actual mythology from like their territories and all that.
Huh.
It was really nice. I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it. I'm pretty sure if I look at my PlayStation trophies, it's there. But I actually quite like that one. It wasn't the best, like, it was, I mean, it was a bit of a gacha game. If anything, it's probably like the first, like, proper gacha game I played, but I tried to keep relatively free to play for that. I think in the end, I did buy a bit when it was closing down, just so I had like enough continues to fully complete the game, because I was just that close. I thought, oh yeah, you know, I played long enough. Probably should have gave them like the money earlier so they didn't shut down, but you know.
Well, you could hardly be blamed for not giving them the money yourself. It's not like one person can keep it up.
Yeah, it was like you're something of spirits, I think. Now that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna pierce.
Chain of spirits. Noodles of spirits.
Destiny of Spirits, that's the name of the game.
Hello.
Hey JJ, how's it going?
buddy.
Yeah,
How we doing?
Yeah, not too bad, just moseying around in Eureka, talking about mobile games, I guess.
Nice. That sounds delightfully fun.
Yeah, mostly about the Dissidia one, Opera Omnia, if you've seen that at all. Oh, fuck.
He's fun.
Sean is
Emperor's up, goddammit.
right now, so I should have snuck it off the field. Give her a sip and drop in and say hi.
Yeah.
I've not been able to sleep particularly well.
Why not? Something wrong?
Kinda, yeah.
What's up?
We had a... Well, while I was hanging out with you guys last night, around the time that I first got on, apparently we had another explosion out at work.
Ah, shit.
And this time I lost one of my coworkers to it.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, fuck. Is this something that you want to be talking about at a stream, by the way? Because that's what's currently...
Oh, right. Forgot about
Hey,
that.
what's up, Internet?
It's just me at the moment, and my bot.
No, it's all good.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Holy fuck.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. This is like...
Was it the same sort of circumstance, or like...
No. That's the tricky thing is, I really don't know much of anything. Like, all I picked up, and Mike got me being pretty hush-hush about it. All I've been able to pick up is what's been on the sheriff's report, what's been on the news. And, yeah. It's been kind of a bummer.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, it's, stick with the nothing report.
I mean, if there's anything we can do, let us know, right? I mean, I imagine there's only so much I can do, like, what, 18,000 kilometers across the globe, but I'm sure
You can start talking in miles for one.
That would be nice. Real, very appreciated.
very, very far away.
I'll,
Did you see that screenshot where I actually got the hairpin to drop and I just dropped it immediately and took a screenshot? That's exactly what Frank said.
dropped a link in Horseman chat in case y'all are curious. That he was 64 years old.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
And George is streaming all that. You insensitive Aussie fuck.
What's new? We cheat at cricket now. Have you heard that?
Oh, clearly that's much more of a downer than a man losing his life.
What's kind of ironic is, like, for some people that would be.
Oh, I'm sure. Was he somebody that you work with fairly often?
Not too often. He works on the opposite shift of me, but he's also a supervisor. He's like the same position that I am, just in a different department. On a different
Yeah, I
shift.
think the scary thing is, like, with your accident beforehand, that could have been very much the same thing.
Or JJ hadn't considered that, and you've just introduced the problem to him. And now he definitely won't sleep tonight.
Good thing I got a few hours in before I got on the screen.
I'm sorry to bring that up. That was the first thing I thought, like, shit, what the fuck's going on with these work?
No, in my particular department, like, that's not really much of a risk. He works in a different department that works with different materials than I do. And I have heard I don't know whether or not it's true, but I've heard this guy has had multiple safety violations for not following safety standards. I don't know whether or not that was an effect here or not. But...
Well, I mean, it's possible, but really it's also frustrating because I know what that can be like when you've got, like, I guess what you would call one of the old veterans who think they've got
because
it.
you've worked at Gold Strike, wasn't it? The mines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, you run into that shit every now and then with people who are stuck in their ways, and they wind up either through neglect, they'll wind up hurting themselves or others, and they're not willing to understand. So I sincerely hope that it was just like a freak accident, because I'm not one to be like, well, at least he deserved it, because that blows. But if that is the case, I really hope it wasn't.
It's hard to say. Like, I can't exactly say I could relate in a similar manner, because I actually was on a team that developed an auditing and safety software suite for.
Oh yeah, so basically the exact same thing.
Yeah, so the actual system that logs things, and you know, we did have live data to take care of, and we were actually able to see that data ourselves. And it's a bit worrying about some of the things that get tracked, particularly when things like haven't been actioned as well. Like we built the system so that we not only record that, but it will also like try to encourage like better practices and all that. And it made some people unhappy. Would you imagine?
No.
I know we've got a pretty similar HMI interfaces that got a lot of data. We've got canary software that logs it all, so it's gonna be interesting for a while.
It's gonna be one hell of an audit.
OSHA is gonna be all over the place for a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
Occupational safety hazard, federal stuff.
I mean, it makes sense. It's not like, I don't know, we have similar things with MSHA, but I can't remember if OSHA is still federally funded or not.
I believe it is.
Because I'm pretty sure that, unfortunately, MSHA is not, so they primarily keep themselves afloat by issuing citations. So they, like, look for that shit.
That's just great. It's like, I'm reading these news articles on Facebook, trying to figure out what's going on, and the comments are just the stupidest. Like, somebody just tried to blame Trump, more or less. Well, now with Donald Trump, we have looser safety standards. Now employees don't need to care. I guarantee you nobody's in there like, hey, now that Donald Trump's around, I don't need to fucking pay attention to what I'm doing.
Yeah, no. Damn it.
I mean, I am an American and I love every opportunity to shit on my president if possible. That's part
Yeah,
of the
but that
Constitution,
it's completely fucking unrelated.
yeah.
Unfortunately, you can only moderate the internet so much.
If only I hadn't stopped moderating for LBR.
Because that
It's all
helps
your fault.
the place.
I must moderate the whole internet.
I think the scariest thing was like when they upgraded me to administrator.
I agree, that was scary.
Because suddenly my moderator board panel was like a lot more expansive, and I saw like plenty of places like, if I touch this in a particular way, I could bring down the whole site.
It was intoxicating having that much power. I mean, I did everything for the good of the forums.
I mean, it was good practice, because like where I am now is like even more serious, because I have the live systems I can actually bring down whenever I want. And,
Yeah.
There's actually been a case where very early on in my career I did bring down an entire system thanks to my code in particular. So,
Congratulations.
yes, like, it wasn't so much like it was, my code was responsible, but it was because it was being used in a completely like unintended way, and it took like a couple of days actually to track down. Long story short, I was tasked to
It's a tall order.
add like some new functionality to like a search option, right? And I did that. But what we didn't know, and we didn't find out until some user tracking, is there was a particular user that was using syntax that we supported in a much older version, which I was not aware about because there was no documentation or whatever. And the syntax he used, when it went over to the database, put itself in like an infinite loop, and then once that call was made, after like an hour, it would actually completely max out the system and then fork bomb it.
God damn.
Yeah.
And to make the case relevant, I assume because of the syntax he used, it caused it to blow up and kill him. My coping mechanism, alright?
God damn it.
Good to know you've still got your sense of humor.
Oh my
That's all I
fucking
have.
god.
Oof. It's a bit
You also
weird.
have the ability to stop looking at comments about it.
How did you know that's what I was doing at this very moment?
I could hear it in your despair.
The next step after reading that is to respond to it, right?
Don't do it.
Then you
I
become
would love
part of
to.
the problem.
I really would, but I can't, like as a supervisor, I'd gone through pretty extensive training specifically telling me not to comment on the company on social media, so love
When someone got on that elephant mount, I legit thought an NM had spawned. Yeah, I think after the next NM I'm gonna hit 17 and then I'm gonna rack off.
I've already failed. I've only been on here this long after leaving because JJ's here. Only briefly. I know how to leave. Despite the numerous attempts to guilt trip me. Which, honestly, everyone here should know by now that I don't really have much guilt.
That's why you're still here.
Except, of course, white guilt. I have a lot of white guilt.
I think that's just more like secondhand embarrassment.
That's what I call my white guilt!
Well, I mean, like, even when I head off, Laura's always up at this hour if you want to talk to her.
And you know how good she is at talking. She could fucking run a triathlon of talking. Even in her current condition.
For what it's worth, like, the one thing that did kind of scare me is the fact that this is the building that, I don't know if I told you that Emery transferred out to our plant, and this
No,
is
you
the
didn't.
building son. He worked free shift, so this happened after he had left.
Oh, bugger.
Like right after he had left for the day?
It wasn't right after, it was like, he left around 6 p.m. and this happened at about 2 a.m.
God damn.
Yeah.
Is Emery choking up about it? Have they had a chance to talk to him about it?
I haven't. Should probably talking.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Actually, I've got band practice with him here in about 12 hours, so I'll talk to him. Just
Well, if I were you, and I'm not you, but if I were you, I'd probably first attempt to get really, really flexible and try to make ends meet. But after that, I would get some
Is
sleep.
there a way I should be able to, like, blow myself?
Well, good night, everybody.
Well, like that one rumor everyone heard in high school, and I mean everyone.
Say what, Dirge?
Like that one rumor everyone heard about in high school, like whatever current obscure famous musician at the time had a rib removed.
Oh, yeah.
That usually Marilyn Manson in my circles.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think it was the same phenomenon.
Almost always Marilyn Manson.
Wow, I didn't know that was an international story. But no, baby, verified. Like, and not three-worded, kind of like. Comfortable in the things meet. Where are we going?
Hey man, how's it going?
Sorry, I've got heartburn. Ugh. I got very distracted by the fact that I almost had some bile come up. Stomach acid, I mean. That wasn't a dig
How's
at
it going,
like
son, man? How you doing?
you sucky hero dick was like, ugh! It's just, I promise.
To be fair, my ejaculate is pretty acidic.
I knew it.
It's like a thunder lizard.
Well, I think you should get some sleep, because that's what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah.
And then, when you get NyQuil
Level
or something.
17, finally.
Or if you just want to listen to Dirge talk about, like, Pokemon cards or Hearthstone, that'll probably have you knocked out in, like, 3 minutes.
I can do that if you'd like. I've got a couple of good ones to put you to sleep with.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta get out of here before he puts me in fucking 14-year coma.
I actually applied to be a Pokemon professor.
Professor Dirge.
Yeah, how cool does that sound?
You'd have to wear eyeliner.
Yeah, because we're thinking about doing some local events.
I'll talk to you later, JJ.
Okay, bye.
Have a good one,
Have a
baby.
good one, guys.
Bye.
Well, I don't know how much more comforting I could be.
What are you talking about? We can talk about Pokemon.
Ow.
How about them Diglets?
Actually, that's kind of funny. That's like one of the most recent decks I built was a Alolan Dugtrio deck. That's kind of cool because in layman's terms, it can like dump a whole bunch of mana from your hand to just nuke people.
I'm going for them cheap blends.
God, there's too many monsters here.
But if y'all are on tonight, it's the usual time, I should be able to get on tonight.
Yeah, so that'll be like tomorrow for me, yes.
Well, yeah.
I imagine Scotty and Dave will probably be on. I'm not planned to be on tomorrow, but I can be if people are keen to do something.
Yeah, I want you to be on so you can chat and hang out with us.
Oh god, who pulled in all the fucking Shadow Race? Gonna get some experience. But yeah, because I was talking to the owner of it's called the Comic Cafe, who's been running the Pokemon card game events in my town, and he's keen on doing like some tourneys and stuff, or at least like start like an unsanctioned or like unofficial league. God damn, JJ. And I talked to him like about, you can actually register on Pokemon for like professorship to like organize events through them, and then they can actually send you promotional material for it. And he said, yeah, like he's been trying to do that, but like it sounds like he started the whole thing because like his son was pretty keen on getting into it, and he thought it'd be a good idea for like the cafe to run it. It's like a family-owned business.
Really?
And I said, well, what I can do is like, because I'm a bit more, unfortunately, I'm a little bit more familiar with Pokemon. That I could try to register to be like a judge or something, or an organizer, and then we could like start running events through that way. Ow! And I put in my application last week, and I'm still waiting to hear from it. I'm supposed to hear in like the first couple of days, but I don't know. The Jess was actually like, I only played for Organizer, I haven't played for like Charge yet. But they asked, like they have like a form of like, why do you want to do this, who are you, and all that kind of stuff. And then it just throws down like, alright, do you know some like really basic, intricate rules, like how many prizes do you put down for like a limited format booster tournament? I was like, oh, okay. No wonder.
Why don't you do your research, huh?
Yeah, like I actually, like it took me like a couple of hours because I had to sit down and study for a bit. I think I'm just gonna bail.
Now, is this a paying position?
Oh no, it's just volunteer work, but like the benefit from that is that you organize like a league or like pre-release events and stuff like that. They can send you promotional material like promo cards and other prizes and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And there is like, once you get it, you actually have to volunteer for a certain amount of like official events to actually maintain the professorship. So, say for example, as an organizer, a level 1 organizer, or a basic organizer, I think it's called, you have to do like 6 events a year or something, or 8 events a year. No, it's 6 for organizer. You have to organize at least 6 events, and that can be something like pre-release events, or like just running a monthly Pokemon League. and make sure it gets reported and all that kind of stuff. And then for like a judge, you have to like judge, you know, 6 things. I don't know whether a judge needed to be present or not, because I could only apply it for like one of them at a time. So, ideally, I'll be organizer, and then a month later after I get that, I can apply it for judge. But I don't know whether I need to actually have a judge for thingy. For like actually just organizing all the little events, because it's not like sanctioned for like tournament points or anything at that point, but it's still considered like a league event kind of thing. I think the only sucky thing will be if this ever takes off, I won't be able to play in them because of collusion.
Well, that'll be a bummer, but if you get some freebies along the way, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been buying the cards and really enjoying playing games with them down there, because we get a lot of like people around about my age and all that, you know, just want to play us to play some cards after work and all that. But we also get like a lot of kids around to like between 8 and 12, and you know, some of them will be new, some will just be like, you know, some of the owners' sons, friends and stuff like that. And it's kind of fun, like just like, you know, we'll bring something new in Euro strong, like a theme deck or a pre-constructed deck or something like that, and then teach them the game. It's a really good way to unwind on Thursday nights. Because I'm not sure how it is in the States, but like they have over here what's called Thursday night shopping, because most Australians get paid on a Thursday afternoon, or like on Thursday, so they have the shops open till late Thursday nights.
That's pretty cool.
So they run the Pokemon card meetup. Fucking Ryder and Bomb is up right now. I think I'm just gonna get 90k'd, quote unquote. And yeah, so it's just like Thursday afternoon, so and it's only like just in town, so it's like a 5-minute walk from work. Yeah, it's also good because the cleaner's also coming on Thursday, so I absolutely detest staying back on Thursday nights. I usually try to work back late on Wednesday if I need to work back late on Thursday, just so I don't work back Thursday.
It's cool that you got that option though.
Yeah, it's actually been helping out with work, because I feel like, you know, it gets me out of the house, de-stress. And I think a lot of the problems with like a lot of the card games I've been playing lately is that I don't know a whole lot of people who are still playing the ones I do, like Hearthstone. Like I'm pretty sure like the 1 or 2 friends I know that still play it, only play it because we just still play and we talk about it when a new expansion comes out, and we might play it for like 1 or 2 weeks then.
It's pretty cool.
And what's kind of neat about the Pokemon one, at least, is if you buy any physical product, you get like a code that you can put online for the digital one.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I buy a booster pack, I get to get an equivalent booster pack online, or if I buy like a pre-constructed deck or a promo box, it'll have the codes for the boosters, and then it'll have like a code for like that particular promotional or pre-constructed item, so I can play it online.
See, and I always thought that Magic Gathering should do the same, but they don't. You still have to buy the cards digitally online. So
I think that's like a big problem, a big opportunity Magic has like missed out on for like years, I think.
I
So
think
then,
people would be like, right now you do have a pretty okay amount of people playing Magic Online, but I couldn't imagine how huge that service would be if the physical cards included digital representations of them.
yeah, actually the online client for Pokemon's not too bad. If anything, I actually use it to as a deck list, because you can pull out cards that are not in your collection, just to get a deck list together and print it out. Or at least like, yeah, it's a really nice tool. It's actually the actual client itself is developed by Direwolf, who also do the Elder Scrolls card game and the Eternal card game, which I showed you like a while back, like that one that was sort of like a mix of like Hearthstone and Magic together.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Hearthstone itself feels very Magic-ish in its own way.
Yeah, but in the same sense, like, I think there's a lot that makes Hearthstone stand out on itself. Like, say, for example, that damage accrued stays on over time. Mana is always consistent, or land. And you delegate the attacks, I feel is like a really big... definitely changes the things out. Either way. Well, I mean, like, I haven't really played Duel Links lately, just because like, I don't know anyone that plays it, and the events were making me sick, because it just turned into, like, I needed to auto-grind every day to keep up, and I just got sick of it. But I mean, Pokemon's been good. I'm thinking about doing a Pokemon card stream soon-ish, potentially. And I'll probably be doing one for Hearthstone, I think, soon, because they've just announced a new expansion. And they've started their card reveal season. It's also, they're also having like a set rotation with that set, so it's obviously a bit bigger than others. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. This fucking call, yeah, there's a good chance I'm probably not going to be here next week because of the Easter break, so I'm just going to write off next week for as far as the regular streaming time goes. I might still stream when I get back, but there's a good chance that that probably won't happen. Maybe the Tuesday will probably still happen. But anyway, just there probably won't be any. If at most I'd probably stream tomorrow, but even then that might not happen. And until then, it won't be until like for a while. So next stream won't be for a while. Keep up to date with the page, and thanks for watching.